What's up, replayers? What's up, pip killers? We got some Wayne in the house. We got a little bit of pippage going on. Maximize potential. Good morning, afternoon, if you are an EST. Guys, we are continuing this trend downward. We'll let the room fill up. It seems that... Hey, what's up? Vaca, Parker, what's up? How are you guys? We got a little bit of Wayne playing in the background. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the shares. Appreciate the love, guys. And look what happened, guys. Even if you are a conservative trader right now, I told you guys based on risk reward, we will be up over 20 pips, even as a complete newbie right now. Our original call was short at 13.18 up here, guys. LaBoy, what's up? Thank you for the invite, Maximize. Check this out, guys. Rothstein's in the house. This total move now is at 145 pips. And remember I told you guys, the newbie play. This is the Euro USD cross. This is the daily chart right here. So, remember I told you guys, the newbie take was going to be what? To go north when we started hitting this resistance, right? But look at what the newbies did. The newbies are now down 50 pips. Remember I told you guys that yesterday night? So if you were a newbie and you fell for this little support, you'd be down 50 pips right now. Not cool. However, right? Because remember what I told you guys about supply and demand and how supply and demand reigns true. This volatility was caused by a news announcement by the FOMC, right? So when they did their beige book, they disturbed supply and demand. All right, they disturbed supply and demand. And yes, that was a huge price movement. There was a lot of volatility. But then guess what reigns true? Supply and demand reigns true. And now this price is heading back to earth. Well, see, the thing is you see how we have resistance in this area now. So it's not necessarily going to come down to the open right here. Right? But you can see this candle's continuing down, man. This is a 145 pip move in total. Now, I don't know about... I mean, I watch a lot of Forex gurus. I don't know. I have never seen anyone call a 145 pip move. So... And I showed you guys exactly. Dude, you got the. Do you have a screen in your shower? That's awesome, dude. That's the biggest compliment. If someone watches me from the shower, I mean, I hope people aren't watching me while driving. You can listen to me while driving. Just ignore the visuals that I'm giving if you're driving. But you know, the thing is that I showed you guys exactly how to manage the risk on the downside too. Classic, what's up? Kill that interview. Jose, you gotta kill that interview, man. You gotta walk in there like a lion. You gotta walk in there like you own that place. That's what I'm talking about. But you see how this continues downward. This trend is gonna continue up until what? That is the question, right? We already said that we were gonna find support here. It was gonna look like it was gonna go up. That's the head fake, guys. You guys play ball? That's the head fake right there. Vaca, this is currencies. This is currencies, so this is not stocks. But yes, I do equities, and I trade equities, I trade futures, I trade pretty much anything that's tradable. So, what are we looking at here? We're looking at this price movement trend downward, okay? We've got 4 candlesticks downward. That is a hardcore downtrend. But the question is, where does it stop? Right? We have 2 instances of high volatility here, which could mean that this may return to a floor here. Now, is it going to return in a straight line? No. It's likely to cycle as different players buy and sell. But we have to be aware that this tremendous spike here and this tremendous spike here with 2 candles, this volatility is news related. That is not supply and demand. Now, can news disturb supply and demand over a long term? Yes, absolutely. Terrorist attacks, as what has just occurred, definitely can do that, especially if they are ongoing. However, there tends to be a return to supply and demand no matter what happens. Okay? And you see the news, they will perpetuate. This is Bloomberg front page right now. Let me reload it. Let me just make sure this is up to date. So, alright, that was not up to date. Right now they're talking about politics. Alright? Now, politics, will politics disturb some of this? Absolutely, man. So look at the environment we're in. Maximize, thank you for the invite. Look at the environment that we're in. We're in an environment where the FOMC creates massive volatility. Okay? Terrorist attacks create massive volatility. Okay? Presidential elections create massive volatility. This is the hardest trading environment you will ever face. If you can call shots in this environment, they might as well put a hat on you and give you a little genie teapot, because you are defying quite a lot of different momentums that are pulling in different directions, all right? And so what do these price movements really indicate? Listen closely to what I'm about to say, because I'm about to give you a piece of knowledge that's going to carry with you through any industry, not just trading. This price movement is the summation of variables. Okay? Remember what I just said. Neil, how are you? Thank you for entering the room. These price movements are the summation of variables. You have one variable saying that the price should be going higher. You have another saying that it's going to go lower. Hello. Thank you for joining from France. I appreciate the fact that you're in the room from a different country. That's really cool. Now, the summation of variables is always going to reign true. The fact is, though, we do not know what all those variables are. Blur, how are you? Thank you for entering the room. Guys, please heart it up. Let me know that this is not sticking. I'm assuming it's not. It looks clear to me. And then I also appreciate shares as well. UK's in the house. Maximize. Thank you. Guys, I love connecting with people around the world. Do I like Paris? I've never been, but I absolutely love some of the real estate that I have seen in Paris. Let me tell you, man. But you want to talk about paying a pretty penny? Yeah, Paris real estate, if it's nice, man, I've seen some of the apartments in Paris and they are crazy expensive. However, if I could go there soon, trust me, I will be going there soon. Now, guys, back to this chart. What I want to let you know is that our next area of resistance is where? Well, we see a lot of price movement right in here, right? That's where a lot of our recent price movement is. And then where do we see another level? Down here, right? So these are areas where we have buyers and sellers fighting. And what is that? That's about 1100 flat. All right? Now, the novice trader that took, remember I said once we break the bottom of this candle, you take that trade? You should have already been up 25 to 30 pips. Yeah, you'll learn. It takes a lot of time. I've been doing this quite a long time. So don't worry about if you don't know what's going on. Ozan, how are you? Thank you for joining the room. So that novice trader that I said last night, take the short position when we break this candle here, that guy's already up 25 or 30 pips, right? Depending on how fast he was on the trigger. And that was an extremely conservative position. And we talked about how to choose that position based on what? Based on probability, based on our coin flip example. All right, so that coin flip basically told us what our upside potential versus our downside potential in terms of risk reward was, and that was why we took that trade. Now, guys, I just wanted to update you, but as of now, we are still steadily in. Look at this. We're about to go up 35 pips. That guy that took the short from this candle, he's up 35 pips right now. The total move from when we originally called it, 145 pips. 145 pips was the total move, and the conservative move just from yesterday. I told you guys this morning, if it breaks this candle, so now that person's already up 35 pips in a few hours. Not bad at all, guys. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you are short right now, you'll be looking to take a portion off the table right about in this level, okay? This would be 1134 to 1125. So we'll call it 1135 to 1125. You're going to start seeing a lot of resistance in this area. They're going to be traders trying to create another floor. It's going to most likely do another head fake up and then continue down a little bit. And we might have a little bit of sideways movement once we get into this range, okay? So that sideways movement may continue for quite a while, but we rely on the system, and the system right now is short, all right? Artificial intelligence, the code and the algorithm that I'm running can do more calculations in 1 second than I can do in a year. So I'm trusting the system that I've coded because, believe it or not, I don't like math, and that's why I use it, if that makes sense. I don't like doing math, and that's why I use it. ID, what's up? Thank you for joining the room. All right, guys, so I'm going to hop off. Watch this replay. If you guys are short, congratulations. You guys made money. Keep making that money, and let's just keep focused on what we're trying to get done. This is currencies, Vaca. This is not stocks. Stocks are equities, okay? So this is currencies. This is basically betting one currency pair, the euro, versus another currency pair. Or one currency versus another currency, the euro versus the USD, and that is called a currency pair, okay? So basically currency values fluctuate around the world, okay? If I pay for something in USD in Europe, all right, that there is a displacement in the actual value between the two currencies at any given point in time. And there's a market for this where people can trade currencies, okay? So you can start looking some of that stuff up on Google, but the fact of the matter is that this right here, these patterns are caused by supply and demand, which is no different than any basic economic principle regarding the price of everything, regarding the price of food, regarding the price of cars. Currencies themselves actually have fluctuations in value, and not a lot of people know that. However, you know that because a loaf of bread now costs a lot more than a loaf of bread 20 years ago, right? In dollar terms, all right? Inflation adjusted, it may be very similar to what it cost 20 years ago. That's called inflation adjusted price. However, inflation, because banks are constantly printing money, currencies always fluctuate because each central bank in any type of region is printing money faster or lower than banks in other regions. And that creates a displacement in the actual value of the currency when you value it compared to another currency. That is the short way of explaining it. You can go on Google and get a nice text version because you might have to review it several times. But we are short, so if you're following along in this trade, keep following along. Yeah, no problem. It takes time. It takes time to learn this. And let me tell you, the people that play these markets, they've been putting in a decade of studying, and they probably still feel like they have more to learn. Right, Investopedia has some great stuff. You can go to Baby Pips, Investopedia. Kate Collins, how you doing, man? So, like I said, we are looking to ride this to about 1125, 1135 is going to be where we get our next flooring, guys. That's where our next support level is going to be. Why is it going to be there? Because we have a lot of price movement going back in this area. And what tends to happen is that traders tend to memorize these numbers. They memorize where these support levels actually occurred, all right? And so they're going to be reluctant to take any type of direction, and you're going to have traders fighting with each other, and when that happens, the price stagnates. We get sideways movement, Even though the trend is currently still down, we're going to get sideways movement at that point. All right? So, hey, Jose, good luck on that interview. Kill it, man. I'll see you guys tonight. All right? Stay focused. Stay focused on your money. Stay focused on your money. If you guys got questions for me, let me show you how you can connect with me really quick, all right? Really quick, my social networks. Snapchat, Periscope, Instagram, Twitter, and Blab, Fit Businessman. If you guys want to catch the replays, periscope.tv/fitbusinessman or catch.me/fitbusinessman. And if you want to reach out to me directly, hashtag FX Prime. I'll be looking for that hashtag. Ocean Live, Vaca. Wow, we got an influx of people into the room right now. So thank you for hopping on, guys. We just went over the Euro USD short trade that we took early this morning, and we went over the trade that has been the trend that has been down since 13.18 in the Euro USD. But reach out to me on Twitter, guys. Hashtag FX Prime. You can do hashtag PipKillers too. I'm gonna put that right after this. We're gonna do hashtag PipKillers. All right, PIPKILLAS. Reach out to me on Twitter, guys. Have a wonderful day. K Collins, thank you. Appreciate it. Keep making money, guys. Follow along in this trade, all right? I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Take care.